presenting on the topic challenges confronting employee induction in the educational sector and practical measures to overcome these challenges and how to measure these challenges. Okay, so one, I'll start with the challenge, that's limited resources. So many educational sectors in Ghana face challenges through these employee induction programs, such as they lack materials and resources to tackle these programs. And when we go to the rural areas, as compared to the urban sectors, when you go, they sometimes don't have adequate resources. The resources are sometimes limited, and they don't have so materials and resources such as textbooks and projectors and SI units to conduct this program become limited. So I will leave it to my colleague to continue.
Good evening. So my name is Daniel, and this is Group 9, and I want to present on the second point, high workload on existing staff. So in a workplace, maybe in a school, there are other older staff members, okay, and they are busy with their schedules, going to class, and their focus is mostly on the students, okay, but then there lies a case where new employees are being brought into the school, okay, and the old employees have to train, they have to go through orientation. The old employees have to orientate the new employees. So with that, it gives some kind of pressure on the old employees. Yes, so that's all. Thank you. So I'd like to call upon my new colleague to continue.
I am Bachi Magala and I'm presenting on the third point. I am Bachi Magala and I'm presenting on our third point, which is information overload. Most of the times, new employees often receive more information than is necessary. That is, they receive information that will contradict what that counterattacks its importance. On this note, this can lead to confusion, stress, and difficulty in implementing new strategies. I'll end my point here and call my colleague to bring our next point. Thank you.
Yes, my name is Ebenezer, and I'm continuing with suggest practical strategies to overcome these challenges. So the first point is allocation of adequate resources. So with this, you need to allocate resources such as allocating materials, training manuals, and digital resources so that it will make the induction process go on well and faster. Thank you.
My name is Awosika, and I'm going to talk about hiring expertise with the technical know-how to support the already existing staff. So in my understanding, I think that the newer or the new staff, which is the young generation, can give mentorship, training and guidance to the old existing staff on the provision of new technologies, because at first they used to use lecture notes, papers and books to teach. But right now, because of the provision of new technologies like laptops, projectors, computers, they can use it and to work, and that will make work faster and very not tiresome. Okay, so I'm going to give the next one to my friend to continue.
Provision of comprehensive plan and structure. It is important that the education sector in Ghana should provide a very good induction programs to teachers which are coming in, so that they can be able to get access to information very easily and quickly, such as a website that can help them to attain information quickly. Thank you. I'll be passing this to my next colleague who will be presenting on the rest. Comparison of old and new employees. This helps to know how the skills and knowledge of both groups are put impact in the education sector, and this helps to support or improve the education system. Thank you. I'm passing this to my next colleague who will be here to conclude for us for our presentation.
Now we're moving on to how the effectiveness of an induction process can be measured. And the first point on our list is interviews. Conduct one-on-one interviews to gather in-depth insights into the effectiveness of the induction process. This qualitative data can help assess the impact of the induction process on teacher readiness, effectiveness, and overall satisfaction. What this position says that to be able to understand, to be able to measure how effective the induction process was, we have to meet the people who were inducted. To be able to, like, we should conduct one-on-one interviews with them to be able to understand how effective the program was. So, on this note, I'll invite my colleague to give us the second point. Thank you.
Hi, and I'm here to talk about surveys and questionnaires. Here we talk about how satisfied the new employees are, whether they are moderately satisfied or high level or low level. You get me? Yeah. So this time around, they ask them the feedback. They take feedback from the new employee. So basically, all that said means that the new employees will be questioned about how they cope in the new job they are doing. You get me? So I leave it to my next colleague to come and explain further.
In conclusion, we looked at the challenges that are confronting employee induction in the educational sector, and we looked at the limited resources, high workload on existing staff, and information overload. And then we moved to the practical strategies to overcome these challenges. That's allocating of adequate resources, high expertise to work with the existing staff, and provision of comprehensive plan and structure. Last point, we looked at how effectiveness we can measure the induction program, that surveys and questionnaires, interviews, and comparison of the old and new employees. Thank you.